Today we're going to talk you through the ASICS Gel-Kayano 31. We're going to compare them to version 30. We're going to talk you through how the characteristics in the shoe will make you feel when you walk or when you run, and we'll also touch on how the stability methods in the shoe will influence injuries and previous issues that you've had in the past. So first thing that we're going to talk about is the stack height on the shoes. So they've maintained the same stack height as the 30, so they've got 40mm in the rear foot, they've got 30mm in the forefoot, giving a 10mm drop, slightly heavier in the version 31 by 5 to 6 grams as opposed to what you see in the 30, but they make up for it in different elements of stability, which we'll touch on that later. So first of all, when we talk about the cushioning and the geometry in the shoe, we've got a slightly less posterior lateral heel bevel in the 31 than in the 30. Now we didn't notice that hugely when we walk or when we run, and it still kept us nice and centered as we initiated contact with the ground on heel strike. Then as we move up the shoe, it's got all the same stability elements as what you saw in the 30. So it's got the wide base of support, it's got nice sole flare, but the difference is the 4D guidance system on the version 31 is completely different than what you get on the version 30. And the difference is when you apply pressure and move inwards, so as your foot pronates inwards, it really gives a bounce back on the 4D guidance system of the 31. With the 30 we didn't really feel it, it didn't really seem like it was doing a huge amount, but you can really feel that pushback, pushing you back into more supinated position when you hit that 4D guidance system. And then they've complemented it really nice with some extra sole flare on the lateral aspect of the shoe. So if you think your foot moves inward, you get the 4D guidance system pushing you back out, but then you get resistance from the outer aspect of the cushioning via the sole flare on the forefoot, and that just keeps your foot nice and centered through the shoe. And that's what a really good modern stability shoe should try to do. It tries to guide your foot throughout the gait cycle while keeping it centered in the shoe. So they've done a really excellent job on this. There's probably two things to note. If you really like that pressure underneath your medial arch of your foot, then you'll really enjoy the shoe. If you don't, then you might find it a little bit uncomfortable to have that excess pressure underneath the medial arch. So something to keep in mind when you're thinking about switching from version 30 up to 31. Then as we move into the upper of the shoe, so it's a bit more plush in the upper in the 31 than what's in the 30. So a little bit extra padding. They've gone for more comfort here than what they went for in the 30, and that's probably adding to that extra little bit of weight that you get in the 31. It's a similar true to size fit. No problem with the space in the toe box. There's plenty of space for your toes to splay. It does come in a normal, wide and extra wide version. We got the normal. In some shoes like the Hoka we typically have to get a wider version, but the normal version of this Kayano 31 we had no problems at all in terms of fit. Then as we move up towards the tongue and the heel counter, very similar tongue that's gusseted on the 31 and on the 30. It's got a little bit of change to the heel counter, so you can see you've got this thin bit of upper around the heel counter, very similar to what you see in the Nimbus 26. It was when you slip your foot on, it really kind of sucks your foot in there and really helps keep it gripped inside the shoe so there's no slippage. We really like that there was the heel tab on the heel but also on the tongue, so you could just slip your foot in without the tongue slipping down. So that is an aspect that we really enjoyed, and there's lots of stability in the heel counter so it doesn't move from side to side. So overall, probably three major changes in version 31. The 4D guidance system is a bit more resilient in terms of the foam. It's got a little bit of alteration to the heel bevel, and it's got a bit more plush of an upper. I think if you're looking for more of a traditional stability shoe where you have a bit more pronounced support under the medial arch of your foot, you'll really enjoy the 31. If you don't like that sensation and you want a soft stability shoe, then we'd look at sticking with the version 30. If you've got any questions on the shoes, more than happy to answer in the comment section. If you found the video helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel.